Dokutora mumawoko angu usachelewe.
So my name is Natasha Bakht, and I am a dancer and a choreographer. I started dancing at quite a young age. My mother put me in dance classes when I was 6 years old. She wanted me to learn a South Indian classical style called Bharatanatyam. I really grew committed to the dance form as I got older, and the school that I was with in Toronto became a part-time professional company and then a professional company, so I was sort of in the right place at the right time. And I sort of just had dance in my life for most of my life. Dance is a way of expression. Dance is commentary on social life. Dance is a way of exercising. You know, it's sort of so many things. It's such an inherent part of my life, whether it's because I'm creating dance or because I'm a consumer of dance or because I find that what dance artists have to say about the world is just so interesting. So it kind of can mean multiple different things, but it's definitely a crux of, you know, how it is that my world evolves. I mean, I think that, you know, you can't get away from your history and your race and your ethnicity. I think at times it's been a disadvantage and at times it's been an advantage. But then sort of in the 90s, you know, being an Indian dancer seemed to be sort of in vogue. And I got a lot of work with other contemporary choreographers who were interested in doing hybrid work, fusion work as it was called back then. And that's when I started getting really interested in dance, especially sort of hybrid forms of dance, experimental forms of dance. And I realized I could do full-time work in dance. You know, the process probably is, it's really probably, it doesn't sound very glamorous, but it's really a process of trial and error. And so usually you have some kind of an idea of what the piece is about, even if it's just an abstract, theoretical idea. But then you get into the studio, and for me, it's always about movement. And so I will get into the studio and start moving. I sort of get, you know, several phrases of movement before I start thinking spatially, how is this going to look, before I start thinking about timing, before I even start thinking about music. Most of the time I create in silence and then bring in original music. So I'll have the composer create a piece of music based on what he sees in my movement. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is my most recent piece, and it's also the first piece that I have created and danced in since the birth of my son, who is 4 years old. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was, in some ways, it's a piece about motherhood, and it's about sharing that journey of motherhood. So it's called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because it's a piece in 5 sections, and also because my son really likes to count. My son Erin is 4 years old, and he has cerebral palsy, and so the piece was in part inspired by what I've been immersed in for the last 4 years, which was motherhood, but also a way to kind of he's got this incredible joy that he brings to life. And he's got this way of sort of being very present and really teaching you what's important in life. And often it's an experience like this that teaches you what is important in life. And you know, what I've come to realize is you really want, as a parent, you know, your kid to be happy.
You are a good boy. Are you a smart boy? You are a smart boy. Are you a gorgeous boy? You are a gorgeous boy. And everybody loves you.